1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Hey, Paul.
How about that David B. plays every instrument known to man? Trumpet, flamenco guitar,
Amazing, right?
percussion. He's amazing.
Yeah, hire that guy. In fact, I want to hire him to do another, Fiesta version of a famous theme, like Marion's theme or the Truck Chase or something. It'd be really fun to hear any of those. So I think I need to hire that David B. to. Yeah. Right? So fun.
It's funny, you have a background that's Vegas, yet you're actually in Vegas, right?
Yeah, but you know what? You take it off. Hold on a second. I mean, you
It's
take
a
it off
hotel room, right?
Yeah, it's a hotel room. So this is my actual view out the window here. I can't find the overlay thing now or whatever it was. But yeah, if you take it off somewhere in here, there's so many. These should all be like separate pages.
There's gadgets.
Backgrounds. Add a background. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, you take it away. It's just a hotel room. And I can't get this thing, I don't know why it's not. How do I get this thing so it can see me better? But
sure. Like the weird black blob around your head.
Yeah. I think I need a little green. They make these little green screen things that just attach to the back of your chair. That would probably solve that. Probably a $4 solution, Paul. Instead, I'm taking the time of the people who have not only subscribed, but hit the alarm bell to complain about it live.
Yeah. No, we declared there would be nothing more than this in today's show. So we're not ripping anybody off.
Well, this is Paul, we can't give actual content. You are a member of SAG. And if you were to actually act today, you'd be in violation. If we were to promote a writer or a writer, anything that is written or acted, we would be in violation of strike, which is why we prepared some nonsense that has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, I will tell you, we do like writers and we do like actors, and we want them to get residuals with the current shows that are out there, but we somehow want them to get residuals from the current shows that are out there without saying that there are shows out there.
Yes.
So, because those shows are produced by the American Motion Picture and Television Producers, and they're the Mola Ram of this story. So
you bastards, the Mola Ram. Oh my God. Who's very funny on Twitter and probably keeps me on Twitter more than I should be is Lon Harris.
Oh yeah.
Lon is absolutely just, I don't know. I'm sure he's got stuff to do, but it would be just fun just to shoot the shit with him someday here on the show again. With no mission, just bring Lon on, go down his tweets and converse. But, of course, some Republican signed something about children can now work, at 12 or something like that. You got to roll back the regulations. I think the phrase is having lost their aim, they redoubled their efforts. Like they're not sure, like they've gotten a whole bunch of labor things, but now they're like, 13-year-olds should be able to work and, in factories and stuff like that. But what Lon reposted was another success for Mola Ram or another something for Mola Ram. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, really? Cool. There you go.
It's like another point for Mola Ram or something like that. Cover your heart.
And now Roach Smythe says he's still mad at you for your disparaging words about Peter Gabriel. I don't recall that. I recall you maybe...
I thought he was dead.
Thought he was dead. Is that disparaging?
I thought he was dead. Here's how little we had prepared last week. I thought Peter Gabriel was dead, and I did not know that...
you thought William Friedkin was alive.
I thought William Friedkin was alive. So, yes. Yeah. Sorry, Roach Smythe. We've prepared a little more today. I finally prepared the long gestating Indiana Jones talking action figure game, which really cracked me up one night when I found out the phrases this thing said. But I'm going to take a little second here because I do have to write some fake quotes because I'm going to try and trick Paul.
Okay, I have filler then. Should I lead with the
Paul,
filler?
Can you fill? And also, we've got the Harrison Fordless sequence thing is in the do you see that down here? It says the the bar fight Fordless, you can use that. And I have the fake open as well if you want to use either of those bits. But you have filler.
I have filler. We'll see how long it lasts. But I don't know if you've seen this stuff too either, Adam. So
yeah, I mean, I'm hearing you, obviously. I just got to write a couple fake quotes.
Keep one eye on writing and keep one eye on
right.
All right, let's see. Ford was on the Conan O'Brien show back.
Oh, do you remember that Monty Python skit where sorry, I have interrupted immediately.
No,
where
please.
John Cleese is going to climb both peaks of Mount Everest or Mount Kilimanjaro, and he brings in Eric Idle, and he goes, "We're going to climb both peaks of Kilimanjaro." And Eric Idle's like, "Both peaks," and he goes, "Oh, hold on a second." And every time he'd have to cover his eyes because Eric Idle comes in and he goes, "Oh, both of you come in and have a seat." And he's like, "There is only me." And he goes,
right.
Oh, so there is anyway.
Conan always had Harrison Ford on. Was a great guest every time because he probably some of the early lean-ins to grumpy Ford that are paying such huge dividends now.
Leave it to Conan to know exactly how to use Harrison Ford as a comic device, you know.
So in 2000, I believe it was, so 23 years ago, Conan had an idea of what late Indiana Jones movies would be like. And Ford's listening to it, doesn't say anything, just laughs because it's crazy, but it's also very prescient. It's not what happened, but it's kind of a fun little bit.
Okay.
People will never get tired of that genre. You could do it for, I mean, you could, when you're 80, you could do ones where they just bring the treasures to you. And you're in, you know, that's good, yeah. Good job. Just something to think about. Indiana Jones and the comfortable bed. Oh, yeah. Put that with the rest of them over there. People will never get.
Ford probably high as hell there, right? I think that's.
It's like the old story the Coen brothers had when they were shooting Lebowski. Is before every scene, Bridges would go, "Did the dude burn one before this?" And tell him yes or no. Like, yeah, I think it's the same thing with the Ford interviews.
Did the president burn one? Yeah, but
of course he burned one before Conan. I mean, it's really hip. I had no idea because now I'm looking in retrospect on all the Ford research we've done, you know, that like, oh man, of course Conan was so way ahead of his time, the perfect replacement for Letterman, who was way ahead of his time when he started that time slot, to be able to use Ford like that. So great. And Ford loves him. You heard the Conan podcast recently, right?
Yes. Yeah. It was
great. My God. He is so funny on that. And he and Conan have just incredible timing together. It's so good. Yeah, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And Roach Smythe has his own show going over here on the side. He says you and Video Drew have to sing "Don't Give Up" to make it up for him.
Done.
You have friends.
I'd like to say, maybe you and I should sing. Nothing else.
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, you know, we took a little time off from the Schmodown, and I miss all those people. And I think we just need more random. We need Lon. We need Video Drew. Eric Zipper. We need Eric Zipper in here.
Kaiser.
We got to get Kaiser in here. What's Kaiser up to? What's he doing? Hold on. I'm going to call Kaiser. Let's get him on.
He's like producing, he'll tell you.
Probably.
All right, more nonsense. Here we go. I got another clip.
I'm just going to send him the link, by the way, Paul.
What's that?
I'm just going to send Kaiser the link. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, okay. Talking movies. Join? Yeah. Here's a clip of
bullshitting. Join.
Somebody filming. I believe this is at the Dial of Destiny premiere. Somebody filming as Harrison Ford exits and everyone's singing the theme. Burned one before he did that? Yes. So.
That's oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, well there you go. Smythe is back on our page saying "Drunk Kaiser" and "Apocalypse Now" Ford Fiesta, one of the great moments in podcast history. Absolutely true. Yes. legendary appearance by him and so much drunkenness. Let's see. I've got this. This played online during Harrison Ford's birthday, and I never saw it until now. I'll play a little bit of it. But you want the hype train for Harrison Ford? Here you go.
But that can't be your car. It must be your mama's car.
Son of a bitch.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
I think Harrison, besides being just a very good actor, he hits that sweet spot where he's just right for a regular guy. He's every man.
How do I look?
I grew up with that man on my TV, those films that you can just watch over and over and over again. He's one in a million.
I think you just can't bear to let a gorgeous guy like me out of your sight.
He could throw off one-liners without a problem.
No ticket.
He was very likable.
Me? Yeah.
The strength of Indiana Jones, the most important thing we did was the casting of that man to play that role. In my mind, this series would not have been as successful as it was if it were not for Harrison Ford.
I'm in good. Oh my god!
And it goes on. That's only about half of it.
Woo.
But
what those little insert shots, the bag, and that's
yeah.
Never realized the bag is iconic too. Everything's iconic about Indiana Jones. The bag is back. It's like everybody was like, "What was missing in the prequel trilogy?" And then they see the Millennium Falcon in Force Awakens. And they're like, "That's right. They were missing a major character."
Listen,
and it wasn't Han Solo.
yeah. I've said that since coming out of Phantom Menace. I was like, the movie was missing Han Solo, or you know what I mean, the Han Solo element.
Yeah,
was just. I think they thought they brought it back with Poe Dameron. Not as much, but you know, at least they had a wisecracking dude on there to light things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just for his birthday. That's not even promoting a movie, and neither am I. So there we go. I'm just promoting Harrison Ford's birthday, right?
Oh yeah, we missed his birthday. We got to make a national holiday out of that. I saw on Twitter we had missed that, and that really should be a full special show. It's been a weird, a busy time recently, but we got to put that in the calendar and make sure to do a really full happy birthday Harrison Ford show for that one.
Cam Chef noting your evening check. Is that the pink one?
This is the pink one.
Nice.
I decided we're going to do a game show thing here, so I thought, and I brought this to Vegas so I could go out, and dress up to go out. I went out last night. I did not wear this jacket, and it's a good thing. It was hot as shit. And this is the fourth time I've been in Vegas with the show here, and I've never left the Rio Hotel until last night.
What?
No, I mean, first time it was quarantine. Second time it was kind of half quarantine. We were bubble production. You weren't really supposed to leave. I'm sure some people did, but I'm a rule follower, Paul.
But if I'm not mistaken, you left now, right? And regret it, right?
Yeah, it's don't go. Don't go. You know when a good time to see the Vegas Strip is, Paul? 5 a.m. on a Wednesday, I bet, is probably a good time to be at the. But yeah, what felt like I lost track of what day because we don't have the exact. We have today off and yesterday, so yesterday felt like Saturday. Today felt like Sunday, and so I was like, wow, what stupid of me to come here on a Saturday night, and I get back and I go, all right, Sunday night, okay. A lot of people out there.
How are those questions?
Coming up.
Okay. Let me play a little something else then. Were you aware that when the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom ride opened, I think before on here I realized that there was footage not used in the ride that was out there. Like if you go to the ride now, it's Sala talking to you about the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, which is the conceit the ride at Disneyland is based on. And so there's video of him talking and telling you about what your trip's going to be like, basically safety rules. And then there's a guy who's not Harrison Ford bopping around as Indiana Jones. But there was footage of Karen Allen that I guess has either been cut over the years or what. But there was also, and what I've just found, a 6-minute and 9-second video promoting the piece, the ride itself. Probably something that played, like during an ABC special or something, but this is a piece of that because I've never seen it before.
All right, are you prepared to face unspeakable terrors, repulsive reptiles, temple syndrome, lots of squishy creatures, and or loud noises in order to confront Mara face to face?
Sure.
How about snakes?
Snakes. Okay. How close will they be?
Close.
Not too many. Hope you don't have a thing about snakes.
Wait 1 moment. Yes, you are over 48 inches tall. You are cleared for embarkation. Military-style transportation will take you to the heart of the temple. There you will be close to the real power of Mara.
What about you?
Me?
You're not coming?
Well, no, I've got too many things.
I don't know about this.
When I do anything, put your life in danger.
And it goes on and on. But yeah, they're
That's
playing
pretty cool.
themselves, kind of, and just
Wow.
going on the ride. It's a big promotional thing. They're going on the ride, talking about the ride. But it's cool that they got the big names to do it. And yeah, not the biggest name, but still.
Oh, so that wasn't the original, like, sorry, I checked in and out for a second because I'm still working on this thing, but that was not the intro to the ride when you walked into the ride at the
That
park.
was not.
This was a promotion. Okay.
Correct. But there
That's
is
really
video
cool,
that
though.
features him. And yeah, and used to feature Karen Allen on there. Over on the chat, Camshaft is emailing Brian Stokes Mitchell's 30-year longtime manager. All right. Tell him I thought I'm Not Getting Married Today or whatever that song is that Brian did at the Hollywood Bowl was outstanding. All right. What else do I have? Some fun stuff here, maybe up at the top. Adam, I think last week you shared this picture of the Rio Hotel where you're working.
Yeah.
Right? And I told you, hey, there's a show that used to happen on those tracks along the top of the casino ceiling there.
Yeah, they have always been abandoned to my visiting this, my home away from home here.
Once upon a time, I told you it was called the Masquerade in the Sky, where it was like a parade, but the
Fascinating
floats,
idea.
The floats floated, and I'll show you what I was talking about. So there you go. There's an example of a boat that would fly overhead of everything and throw beads down at the audience, and there'd be live musicians or maybe even canned music. But either way, there was music and energy, and you can see the people down there looking up, and something was happening above them, and they thought it was pretty cool. It was like a show that you didn't have to go anywhere for. It just sort of happened while you were gambling. Another shot of a big ferry boat just flying above everybody.
Wow, that's so good to see because I've been so curious.
Yeah, all happened right there.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Well, I got to tell you, they are redoing this whole hotel, and so they're redoing. I've heard from some of the guys who shoot video packages. There's certain places that are closed, and they're using those as sets and stuff like that to interview people. And they said, I think almost every room is going to be completely redone. We get notices, I haven't seen it yet, of all the exterior lighting is going to be changed, like that there may be someone out your window when you wake up in the morning because they're going to be fixing all this stuff. So I have a feeling that they're in sort of they probably need a renovation anyway when COVID hit. And so they just sort of let things just, like, for example, out in the hallway, the carpet is stained and, whatever room service is spilled on the carpet. It's got that sort of like a house would. If you were going to replace the carpet soon, why get on your hands and knees and cut, like it's got that sort of thing of like, like the plumbing is like loose and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, okay. It's sort of like, I'm not really going to go and fix this little thing or that little thing because it's all going to get replaced. So I have a feeling they're going to kind of have like after they renovate all the rooms here, one by one, it's a ton of rooms, then I think they're going to have a grand reopening. And I have a feeling stuff like that would be a part of it. Like, all right, we're bringing that back. Or because there's this whole, below that, there's this whole stage that says the Rio, and it's there for entertainment. And I've never seen anything on that stage, but but they have all these little mini stages and stuff that they still, program and put people on, for a little bit here just to kind of entertain people as they're walking through the casino.
Yeah, I'm all about the added value. That's added value. I'm going to go eat and maybe do a little gamble, but then there's also live music. I always find that an extra bonus thing. Disneyland is very good at that. Every corner that park, they put a little something, I'm just going to go on the Pirates ride. It's a long line. In the meantime, a pirate band will start up out on the street and you're like, oh,
Right. Yeah.
But
the experiential thing.
It's weird how, I wonder what the lifespan of a Vegas hotel is. Even now they're thinking of knocking the legendary Tropicana down to put up that baseball park where they think the Oakland A's are going to come and start playing in Vegas. But I mean, think about the legendary
Tropicana back here. I think is that
the Mandalay? Is this south looking north?
Yeah, you're looking. This is
or
the Trump here. Hold on, that's
okay,
the
yeah,
right there, and then that would. I think this makes this like Treasure Island or
something. That's the
and
Wynn.
This, of course, is the Black Cock Hotel and Casino,
right?
Which was a Schadenfreude sketch, and I have put it into my background. And this is the Orb.
So this is only
and
like
below the Black Cock Hotel and Casino are 2 orbs, but you can't really see them right here.
Halfway up the strip, then, because that's Palace Station on the left, right, where OJ does his crimes and got arrested for them, stealing the Heisman Trophy and all that.
Oh, is that what? Wait,
Palace,
what now?
Palace Station, off strip. So I think on your right,
yeah. Is it this one? Like down here?
No, it's the one. It's right. Let me show you. It's right there. You see right there?
Oh, and then the hand comes in right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretend I'm a mirror.
Oh shit! I just hit my mic cord again. Boy, I had a run going there.
I can hear you.
Where I wasn't shorting, but now it's shorting, and I feel like I shouldn't stop talking until it's better. Okay. But yeah, I mean, the first place I stayed in Vegas was the Lady Luck. I think that's gone. The Desert Inn has heart. If you know Lost in America by Albert Brooks, the Desert Inn has heart. Say it with me. The Desert Inn has heart. You give give us our money back. Yeah.
Right.
The Desert Inn's gone. The Sands is gone. There's a Sands Convention Center, but that's it. The Frontier is gone. The Westward Ho is gone. The Boardwalk is gone. And there's a bunch of other stuff, but it's just interesting to see how things turn over within my lifetime of going to Vegas, which is only 23 years old. So, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be too surprising to find out either the Rio gets knocked down or they revamp it. So, how's the Orleans looking over there? Like, is that whole area in need of renovation or?
The Orleans. Now that's also right here, right? Near the Black Cock Hotel and Casino.
I'm afraid.
Which is a reference for 3 Schadenfreude fans if they happen to
I don't know what the Black Cock is, but
Paul, the Black Cock Hotel and Casino, and I might have it on the hard drive here, the promo video, but Schadenfreude, my sketch comedy troupe, and maybe some people don't know, my sketch comedy troupe, who we still occasionally perform together, but we had quite a run for a long time there. We did a thing called the Chicago Improv Festival, and we were one of the few sketch acts, I believe, in the first year of that festival or second year of that festival. And we brought, cheerleader performers on stage, and they wore Schadenfreude shirts, and we just did, and Justin sang, I Believe I Can Fly, and we brought in a gospel choir, and we just did all kinds of just like, the venue was so big, we did big things.
Athenaeum.
The Athenaeum, right.
Athenaeum, yeah.
For us, a black box theater, we're like, okay, we have to go large. We had a live band, in the pit. So we really kind of did up our show. And we won the Festival Highlight Award. And they invented that award for us, actually, because we just put on just this huge show. Well, the next year, we're like, okay, we have to top ourselves. And we said, what we wanted to do, we had just gone to Vegas, Las Vegas, and we had a whole bunch, every bit we came up with while we were in Vegas, all of us together, we just wrote them all down, and we like, okay, let's execute on these ideas. So we did a whole bunch of video production, claiming all the things that you could see at the Schadenfreude Hotel and Casino. And we brought in, for the entry to the Athenaeum, we had tables, and we had friends of ours pretend to be sitting there gambling. So it was like you were walking through a casino. There was a welcome to the casino video that I put together, which had all of these, B-roll, but also talking about the Schadenfreude Hotel and Casino. I'll have to break out the clips of this. It's pretty funny. But and one of the acts was Big Friedenbräu, and then there was which was Justin and Sandy, and then we had a separate video that was about Big Friedenbräu, and a friend of ours had 4 Shelties, and she was a costume designer, and she designed 4 zebra costumes for the Shelties, tiger costumes. We shot a thing of them doing tricks with the Shelties and tiger costumes. It was a whole thing. But one of the centerpieces of the video of the Schadenfreude Hotel and Casino was what's coming soon from whatever our company was the Black Cock Hotel and Casino. And it was a giant black dildo that a few of our friends who were making props had put into it, like a concept drawing of here's the neighborhood and here's what it is. Steve Schmidt put that together. I'm sure he wants to be named in regards to that. But it was a gigantic cock. And over the Vegas Strip or whatever, and the concept was, instead of fountains, once an hour, and it would do that onto the back of the Bellagio. But anyway, so I love this view, the actual view I have. But I sent the photo to Schadenfreude, and I said, "Look at the view from my room." And as I was about to, I was like, it'd be funny. And so I made this little. I put the Black Cock Hotel and Casino in the.
Oh, okay, so you did add that, because I couldn't tell you what the hell
I did.
That is, if it's too small to recognize that it is in fact a giant cock. But
well, that's the thing; it's supposed to blend in a little bit. Nobody probably noticed.
So I thought it was a tower. I thought it was just some big Trump tower, overcompensation tower or something.
Yeah, wait for somebody in the chat to go. Wait a second.
What do I have? I got nothing. This is. I thought this was the farting. Elephant. It goes.
And with that, Paul,
it goes on.
Let's. I'm still going to keep working on the game.
Myself.
Watch it. Thank you, Paul. Paul, all of this strike talk has led me to want to show the implications. I wonder how much we can even show Harrison Ford here. You show that thing, and I go, hey, look, striking. We shouldn't be using Harrison Ford's image. The opening, we shouldn't be showing, because really the whole point here is to starve the studios and say, what is your life like without stars? And so I decided to see, well, what would the bar fight in Raiders of the Lost Ark look like with no Harrison Ford and no written dialogue from Lawrence Kasdan? I think it might go a little something like this.
Boy, even Ronald Lacey got spared a shot of his face in that. So yeah. All paid SAG actors got to kind of cut out of that and see what happens.
I thought I could use the stuntman, but no, it's just a little of the stuntman there. Yeah, you see what happens?
Yeah,
I mean, Paul, what would the opening of the show be like without Harrison Ford? See? Support the strike.
That is a slow pan up at the end when the music's over.
It was pillar. You know, I mean, I couldn't get it all in. But anyway.
No, it was just funny. We're waiting and Ford Fiesta, and we're done.
And so I think I have enough quotes here because I'm going to reuse a couple quotes each time because the ones that don't prove to be the right quotes from the Indiana Jones talking toy, I could just bump down to the next one and try and trick you that way. Okay.
Well, I may have played everything I could play.
I think it's time for the
that I could show. So, yeah, you can tell stories, play the game, whatever.
Oh, this is a fun game, Paul. This was I'm very excited about this here. Okay, now let me.
Are you still ready? Do we need a commercial?
Yeah, give me one commercial's worth of time.
Look, out on the road. It's a car. It's a Fiesta.
It's Wunder Car, Ford Fiesta from Germany, with front-wheel drive and Michelin steel-belted radios for sure-footed traction. Fiesta, Wunder Car, with responsive acceleration that's quick to the rescue. Fiesta, Wunder Car, ready to go long distances on a gallon of gas. Wunder Car, disguised as a Fiesta.
I like it, Clark.
So do I, Lois, at your Ford dealer.
Sir, your cape is showing.
Say that's a 30 or 40-year-old commercial. Because I think the Ford Fiesta came around late 70s. 39 in MPG, isn't bad.
No, is that what it said?
Yeah.
On the screen? Okay.
Yeah. And then 28.
39, that's like Prius.
Yeah.
That's like what they get now, right?
Yeah. Like what happened between then and now? The cars got so crappy.
Weird?
We have to go electric because of necessity.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
You're like they've had an electric car supposedly in the 90s or whatever.
And is
it
your claim that this is Christopher Knight, Peter Brady?
Look, out on the road. It's a car. It's a Fiesta.
It's
Yeah, that's him.
That's him. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
One more
Christopher
time
Knight.
to get a better look.
Look, out on the road. It's a car. It's a Fiesta.
It's Wunder Car.
Now I'm wondering who else is in that.
Look, out on the road. It's a car. It's a Fiesta.
It's Wunder.
Eric
Ooh, I want to pause. Yeah, it's Eric Stoltz and who is the blonde daughter on Too Close for Comfort? I think that's it.
Oh, Lydia Cornell.
Out on the road. It's a car. It's a Fiesta.
It's Wunder.
No, it's Loretta Swit's daughter.
Loretta Swit's daughter? Okay, yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Mini Swit.
Mini Swit. Here's another commercial I found, by the way. Before and speaking of toys. Oh, wait, no. Let's speak of toys first, and then I'll come out of that and say, speaking of toys, and I'll head into the segment. But here is a vintage commercial that will lead into our segment, the Indiana Jones talking doll game. I wish I had thought of a more clever title, but that's what we got.
Indy, over here. Indiana Jones, at your service, Toad. Ah!
Indiana Jones and other action figures new from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, each sold separately.
Watch him, Cairo, swordsman. Yeah, watch my swing. Yikes! Phew. All downhill from here, swordsman. You'll be sorry, Jones. Tricked you again, Toad.
Indiana Jones, Tote, and Cairo Swordsman action figures, each sold separately from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, new from Kenner.
Boy, everybody's like, they cut that Cairo Swordsman fight. Poor guy must be hurt. No, he's making facial likeness money on Mattel toys or Kenner toys.
They always ask like, why did Indiana Jones not do Star Wars money in terms of the toy? And you're like, maybe it's because in the commercial where you're advertising all of the characters, one of them is named Cairo Swordsman. And another is named German Mechanic, although he doesn't make an appearance in that. But that is of the series, Cairo Swordsman and German Mechanic. German Mechanic? No, certainly not Nazi Mechanic. But
they do have Death Star droids, so there is some parallel. But I don't remember seeing Marion, for example, in that clip. They could have done that. Now, I see you've uploaded clips to play this game with. Note that they've been uploaded kind of out of order. There's some numbers missing too, like 6 and 8. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I accidentally uploaded some twice. So
okay, just want to make sure you're playing them in the right order and have all of them up there.
So. Yes, I did check that. So, Paul.
Yes.
I'm going to play. This action figure does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things. Says 10 phrases. Paul,
play along in the chat, everybody.
Oh yeah, please. This is 100% play along here. So for clip number 1 of the Talking Indiana Jones game, hold on, let me get some screen real estate here. I got to make us small here for a moment. Okay. For the very first clip in the Talking Indiana Jones game, which of the following phrases does Indiana Jones say? Give me the whip, trust me, or we are going to die.
One of those phrases he says.
One of those he says.
Now, I have to think about when they put out the Talking's brand new, right? So we have the entirety of the Ford Indiana Jones catalog to pull from. This didn't come out in 1982.
No, this is the one that would have come out in conjunction with. I think this toy came out the same time as the action figure in the wall, 2008. So that would have come out for Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So there's no skull.
But all three of the originals are on the board. So
yes, all three. That
doesn't rule out we are going to die then. But I think he's going to say, "Yeah, give me the whip," because I think he comes with a whip if I remember seeing the photo of it.
And the arm does go up and down. In fact, I think the new one, when you press the button on the back, it whips and then says a quote. But the new one only says a couple quotes, and it's not as interesting as this very interesting assortment of quotes.
I'm going to go with "Give me the whip," and we have a vote for that.
Paul's vote is
"Give me the whip." 2 votes for that in the
What's
chat.
the chat say? Give me the whip.
And the whip one, because you could give me the whip. David, you didn't. Okay.
The whip one. I don't know what the quote exactly is, but the whip one.
Something me the whip.
All right, here we go.
Trust me.
I fooled you.
That was my initial thing, but I thought you'd include the toy. You got to give them a reason to say it and use it.
Hey, look, I'm a little tricky with some of these fake answers. On other ones, I'm not tricky at all. I'm making fun of this concept. But okay, for the next clip, does Talking Indiana Jones from 2008, from the first 3 movies, which quote does he say? Does he say, "I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. I'm a scientist. Didn't you guys go to Sunday school?"
Oh.
Did he say, "I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. I'm a scientist," or "Didn't you guys go to Sunday school?"
So we've already established that they're not putting useful phrases in his mouth, like the one that would inspire a child to put the whip in his hand and use it, right? So, didn't you guys go to Sunday school? Also, they aired on the short, right? So I'm going to eliminate the first one.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, yes, there might be a technology thing
Trust
there. Paul
me, was like, yeah. So with that, I'm going to go with "I'm a scientist," and Cam agrees with me.
Okay, I'm a scientist. Here we go.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
Get out of here, boy. Alan Smithy for the win. There you are.
Hey, there
David Wise-Astley said the scientist one.
The scientist one. And with that, we have a bit. Okay, for the fourth one here, or not four.
Trends are off the table, by the way. I was following trends, but now we've had a long one, we've had a short one. All right, here we go.
Okay, hold on 1 second here. I have to confirm because I did have a misnumbering here. I think I know which one it is. Okay. Is the next one does Talking Indiana Jones say, "Why did it have to be snakes?" No, wait, hold on a second. No, I'll say that one again. Wait. Oh, no. Here it is. Does he say, "Prepare to meet Kali, fortune and glory, kid," or "With any luck, he has the grail already"? Does Talking Indiana Jones say,
"How many repeats do I get?"
How many repeats? Just one. Yeah. "Prepare to meet Kali, fortune and glory, kid." Oh gosh, I should have put that one in as a fake. Or "With any luck, he has the grail already."
Hey, Garth's with us. All right.
Oh, hey, Garth.
Okay, I'm gonna say fortune. Man? I'm gonna say fortune and glory. Well, it's not fortune and glory, kid. It would be
fortune and glory, kid.
Oh, it is.
Prepare to meet Kali.
But he took out "in hell." So I think taking out "in hell" means they don't even bother with that phrase.
Okay.
So I'm going to go fortune and glory, and Roach Smythe is with me. Camshaft is with me. We have a majority, and then the Kali one, just to be again a wise ass. All right, go ahead.
Fortune
The whole thing there. All right. Hey, I finally got one. I'm on the board.
Hey, there we go. You're on the board. A bunch of people are on the board.
I don't know who's winning, but boy, did they squeeze his chest? And they say that?
Yeah.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah. Well, I love the little mouth opening, which looks like a minnow, like when a minnow's gasping for air.
Because you're squeezing his chest. It looks like you're going.
It is also a Indiana Jones CPR test.
By the way, I just went to a county fair. Staying alive, ironically. Or not ironically. That's the...
Anybody doesn't know, that's the chest compression.
Anybody doesn't know. And you can do it on your Indiana Jones doll, but he'd just be going, fortune and glove, fortune and glove, fortune and glove, fortune and glove.
Do not do the theme to Mission Impossible. You will hurt someone. Okay. Okay, so great. Everyone's on the board there. All right, here was the next one on the Talking Indiana Jones doll game. Does the Talking Indiana Jones doll from 2008 say, happens to me all the time, no ticket, or X marks the spot?
Happens to me all the time.
Happens to me all the time. I love that quote.
I don't. Okay, I'm using logic again, which didn't serve me the first two times. Yeah, I so happens to me all the time seems like a response to something. I don't think that's what he would say. What's the second one? Oh, no ticket.
No ticket.
Nah, that doesn't
happens
have
to me all the time.
That doesn't have widespread trust me application, right? So I'm going to go with the third one, which was the other one you said. That was the third.
The third one would be happens to me all the time.
Happens to me all. No. Third one was different.
I have X marks the spot.
X marks
no ticket.
Spot.
I must have said about two different.
I think
orders.
it's X marks the spot.
X marks the spot, which sounds very archaeologist, right? You would think the Talking Indiana Jones doll would say that. The ticket one, no ticket, happens to me all the time.
I'm the only one who thinks X marks the spot. Let's see if I'm right.
I think the logic is unassailable, but actually, I think for any of these, the logic
hasn't suited me so far. All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
No ticket.
What?
I know.
I wouldn't put that in the top 10 Indiana Jones phrases.
Oh, we're just getting started.
Yeah. That's the game. Look at what they picked, for the love of God. Okay, I see.
All right, for the next one in the Talking Indiana Jones doll game, does the Talking Indiana Jones doll from 2008, that does not include quotes from King with Crystal Skull, say, let her go, now you're getting nasty, or my name is Indiana Jones?
Oh, wait a minute. Now, my name is Indiana Jones would be like that just seems... When does he say that? Is it a Temple of Doom?
I believe so. I'm trying to think where, but he does say my name is Indiana Jones.
By the way, I'm waiting for. We're here to see the tapestries. I can't wait for that. I have to see the tapestries. Yeah. Let her go. One more time, please. Repeat the question.
Does the Talking Indiana Jones doll say, let her go, now you're getting nasty, or my name is Indiana Jones?
I think it's the last one. You got to have the thing where he says his name. It's not that exciting. Let her go is more exciting. But then again, I'm going to go against the idea of that making sense.
Yeah, technically, my name is Indiana Jones is a deep cut, as a quote goes.
Yeah, but it is.
I think,
it is something he would say. Plus, it's the name one.
Yeah.
So
this is true.
Yeah.
This is true. I mean, I had the talking troop carrier for Star Wars. There was a little talking troop carrier, which they brought that vehicle back for the Mandalorian, which was kind of awesome to see what was not in the movie but made as a toy. And it had, the technology of playing audio at that time. It had a little tiny record in it, and it was the lines were R2D2, where are you? There was one that was like, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. I can't remember, but anyway, it was like, all right. Let's see. What does he say?
I'm going with Indy over.
My name is Indiana Jones.
There we go. Paul's on the board.
Again. Yeah, I'm on the board twice, but I'm still in under 500, right? So that's not good.
Yeah.
Aren't I?
But,
I think I'm 2 and 3.
But boy, that's a deep cut quote, isn't it? Like, when is he? Oh, Garth got it. The name one. I'm glad you're enjoying the bit, David. This is good. And talk about someone who should be in our chat. Anybody that gets the bit and is like, yeah, I'm going to carry this out till everybody's sick of it, including myself. Right. That's the movie guy's way. All right. So
my name is Indiana. He says it very somber. Who's he saying it to? My name is Indiana
Jones.
Yeah, like when he arrives at the palace.
Yeah.
Or my name is.
Oh, I gotta find one more fake quote for this one. I only put 2 here.
Because everyone he sees otherwise in the first movie is a friend, like coming across Sala or.
My name is Indiana Jones.
He doesn't say it to Marcus, or the CIA guys.
You know what? You know when he says
they already know who he is.
You know when he says it? It's when they meet him out in front of the Chowderlau, out in front of the
Hancock Palace. All right,
yeah. My name is Indiana Jones. This is Mr. Round and Willie Scott. Right? Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Short.
That's
round.
it.
That's it. That's it.
That's exactly.
That's it.
Well played.
That's it. Can't get one past me. Okay, for the next Talking Indiana Jones game, does Talking Indiana Jones say snakes? Why did it have to be snakes? It belongs in a museum.
Oh.
Or come on, Dad.
Boy, those first two are equally iconic.
Pretty iconic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I randomly put the quotes in along with the real ones, but a couple of these are actually pretty good, tricky ones.
And again, I'm thinking in terms of like what you would do with a toy. If you had a toy and you had Tote going, meh, 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 I've got the Sankara stones, because you're blending all the things together at this point. He'd come in and go, it belongs in a museum.
Yeah.
And then da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So the snakes line, as legendary as it is, you may not always be playing with a snake's sequence where you would want to squeeze his chest and make him say that. This is all rational, so it means I'm probably wrong, but
you have shown your math.
In service of being in the right side of history, I'm going to say it belongs in a museum.
It belongs in a museum? I'm going to say, Paul, that's a very good guess.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Son of a bitch. Smithy got it.
You got it? Got snakes?
And Roach Smythe stealing one from David says the snakes one. Yeah. And Cam Chef got steal. So the majority, I didn't go with the majority. I pivoted and I shouldn't have. So that means he doesn't say it belongs in a museum also? Because I would
yes.
It's a shame
I was going to repeat the fakes, but I think I just changed one because I had a fake in there twice. But yeah, he does not say it belongs in a museum.
Now, this isn't your finger squeezing. Make this. Have you found these clips elsewhere? Or
I found somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and whatever's going on in the background, I think it's a reseller or something. So they're doing some construction.
We've got to play add to cart, and you got to find and buy one of those, and then bring it back here for a full demo and unboxing. Yeah. And then I need you to unbox it, then box it, and unbox it again.
No, here's what we need to do, Paul, is we need to get the new one and find a way to hack the chip to put odd alternative quotes from Indiana Jones and the movies in there.
Or from Harrison Ford in general,
Oh, what an incredible waste of time.
What an incredible waste of time.
Okay.
It's the Ark of the Covenant.
Remarkable.
Yes, the Ford Fiesta version. We're going to hack the chip and you can get your own Ford Fiesta talking Indy, and it just says random shit like that. Okay, which one did we just play there? Snakes? Why did it have to be snakes?
Correct.
Okay. Does the Talking Indiana Jones action figure from 2008 say, what a vivid imagination, I'm here to see the tapestries, or oh rats?
No way is it tapestries. That's just for me.
Just for you.
They don't want to get another. No, that's not. Rats was the last one.
Rats or what a vivid imagination.
What company made this?
Probably Kenner at the time, I think. Yeah.
In case it was them, we know who to blame if it does the if tapestries is correct. But I'm not going with that vote. I'm going And everyone here is saying rats, rats, rats.
Oh, rats.
The rats one.
That's the funniest iteration of that, by the way, because the quote is "oh rats." I mean, it takes more to say the rats one than "oh rats." You've peaked.
He's adding words, yeah. All right, I bucked the majority last time, and it bit me in the ass. I'm going to go with rats. It's not what I would do, which is probably why it's correct.
Oh rats! Oh rats! Everybody says "oh rats." I think. Here we go.
Oh, rats.
There we go. I think the action figure looks more like the guy that young Indiana Jones sees in the cave. They call him Fedora in The Last Crusade.
Wait, play him again? To play the same one again?
Yeah, same one. Here we go.
Oh, rats.
Yeah, who else does that look like? Kind of looks like Greg Kinnear. Play it again. Think Greg Kinnear when you look at it.
Oh, rats.
And whose voice is that?
I don't know. That's the thing. I feel we're absolutely clear on the Screen Actors Guild because I don't think any of these are Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
I think it is someone who is uncredited and probably got paid once and okay. The next one. Does the 2008 Talking Indiana Jones figure say, "I hate these guys, Belloc's staff is too long," or "don't call me Junior"?
I hate these guys is good, but you'd want them to say Nazis, and then they're not going to put the word Nazi coming out of a toy. The second one is not as famous, so it's that third one. What was the third one? It's also from
Belloc's
Crusade.
staff is too long.
No, the third one was also from Crusade.
"Don't call me Junior."
That's so classic, and you'll want him to be called, because I don't know if there's a Talking Henry Sr., but you put those next to each other,
And the Talking Henry Sr. would say, "should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers."
Don't call me Junior. Yeah. Yeah.
Should have mailed it to the Marx Brothers.
So look, we're all on board here.
All right,
Junior
everybody.
thingy.
Don't call me Junior.
Don't call me Junior. The Junior one. So yeah, I'll go with that too. I'm on board with the team. If it doesn't go my way, I can blame all of them.
And so you shall.
I hate these guys.
Dodged Nazi. You can't put the word Nazi on a toy, and yet they wanted the quote. Very weird.
So I guess you could gather up other, maybe you buy 2 or 3 of the swordsman dolls or something, and you can hate those guys without having to be specific. Yeah, without having to be specific of what group of people he hates. All right.
Okay, the next one.
Oh, that's right. I should give credit where it's due.
Oh yeah, who got what? I hate these guys.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Everyone else went with Junior, and rightfully so.
Well,
she's the big winner. Wait a minute, how many of you won? I don't think you've even chimed in on all of them. Get out of here. Basically, I'm losing. And
she might be leading. So. I don't know.
Thank God I haven't been keeping track, because I'm sure my record is well under 500.
No, it's a fun game. Okay.
It is.
And we've got 2 left here. So, does Talking Indiana Jones say, "Right, all of us, play yes, land no," or "I think we got a big problem here"?
Boy, I watched that scene today. I got choked up. Right. All of us.
Oh, it's the best.
It's the heroic as hell. And then, of course, everything that follows.
In fact, there was a promo that I think Empire Magazine did for Indiana Jones. It was kind of like what you showed there. Or was that the Empire Magazine one you showed earlier?
The one with
Indiana Jones hyped?
In New York City on the cover?
Yeah. But I saw a Indiana Jones montage that used that him turning as he's about to say that. I was like, ooh, somebody else likes that line, Right.
Look, all right, we got a couple of different votes on the board. We got a big problem here. That again, that's the one he would say when you put him in a precarious position in your driveway, right? When you're playing with him, right? Like you've put a bunch of rocks between him and a treasure, and he walks up and you squeeze him, and he goes, "I think we got a big problem here." So I like that. But, Smithy picked fly, yes, land, no, and it seems like that'd be the dumb one they go with. So he's probably right. But I'm going to stick with my thought of what should work and go with the big winner tonight, Cam Shaft. I think we got a big problem here.
Okay. She seems to be onto something. Let's see what they had Indiana Jones say.
I think we got a big problem.
What is that? I think
what
we
is,
got a big
what
problem.
is that from?
I think
Where
we got
is
a big
that?
problem here.
If you had to pick 9 quotes, I think we got a big problem here. I don't know that.
I want to say it's from like Temple of Doom when they start the spikes coming down amongst the ton of
okay.
I've done a lot of market research, Cam says. Yeah, but none of that makes sense. Oh, okay, I got backed up
and
on
she knows numerous Hardy Boys.
Temple of Doom spike room. I got backed up on that.
Okay, so I think we got a big problem here. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he says it as calmly as the fake Harrison Ford that they got to record here.
Right. Well, I think he kind of sees it, says it, and then they start to,
correct.
Then they start to panic and do the whole, there's going to be 2 dead people in here, and that whole thing of we're going to die and all those lines. But there's
no way in that scene. I think Harrison Ford says, I think we got a big problem. Not.
I think we got a big problem.
I think not Harrison Ford.
Problem.
I think we got a big problem.
Okay, so you've done a lot of market research, but I have to tell you, that's how I'm probably figuring every one of my answers. Thinking about research of kids playing toys, situations you would want to get Indiana Jones in where you'd have to say these things. And they haven't all played out that way. You're just having better luck than me. All right. Well, last one.
Okay, last one.
Do it.
I'm going to see. I think I found a better... Hold on. Let's see.
Oh, wait a second. Now, he says it's in the cockpit of the Temple of Doom scene.
Oh,
that seems to make sense, too. Wakes up, no pilots. I think we got a big problem.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that might be it. I think we've got a problem here. Yeah, the problem is that's not Harrison Ford, and that's not how it's said in the movie, so it's hard to...
I have those movies on my desktop, not my laptop. Oh, well, so I can't even look it up.
Okay.
We'll just have to not know. We'll have to pretend it's like the 1990s, and we just don't know.
Remember not knowing?
Remember when you didn't know?
I guess we'll have to remember that later. When you get a call at 3 a.m. from a friend going, it's John McTiernan. Oh, that's who it is. Thanks, man. Bye. Okay, and finally, does Talking Indiana Jones from 2008 say, so why don't you give your mouth a rest? Truck, what truck? Or archaeology is the search for knowledge?
See, now market research would say, truck, what truck could sound like fuck. And then you're playing with your toy and Indiana Jones is going, fuck, what fuck? And then your mom is like, what is going on?
What did I just hear? What did I get you?
Yeah.
What's that play backwards? And it's during the Satanic Panic. They'd be like, play that backwards. What does it say backwards? Everyone was concerned that things were said backwards.
Yeah,
so weird.
So I'm going to take that out of the equation and probably be wrong. I like the last one. What was the last one?
So why don't you give your
archaeology?
Archaeology is the search for knowledge. So I said them backwards on my list here.
Archaeology is a search for knowledge. Not a particularly exciting phrase you would play with your fun character.
No, our fake one would say, "The spider's not such a bad guy." What's the?
Spider's not such a bad guy.
Spider's not such a bad guy. Where is that clip? Hold on.
Well, I think I have it. I think it's loaded, right?
Is it loaded? Spider's not such a bad guy.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
What's that movie called? Probably I have to search.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't
TV
find
one. Thinking about that stupid clip's making me laugh.
I know, right? Hold on, I gotta look up what it's called. It's called like the Fury or the Heat or something.
The Possession.
The Possession.
The Possessed.
The Possessed. All right, I'm gonna search for Possessed on my hard drive and see if it comes up.
All right. In the meantime, truck what truck? He's going against market research. Good. The truck one. Again, that's the same number of. Okay. And the archaeology one. I like the archaeology one. And Can you say them again? All right, so Cam wants one.
Okay, here they are. Sorry, I was putting that clip in. Here they are. Why don't you give your mouth a rest? Truck, what truck? And archaeology is the search for knowledge.
I'm going to say archaeology is the search for knowledge. I know it's probably wrong because he would have to be wearing the suit with the bow tie or whatever.
They weren't that accurate with
to
the
pull
whole thing.
that off. Yeah.
Although does this have a tie? Is this Talking Indy have a tie? No, this is the classic.
Yeah. But you'd have to like take those clothes off and put other clothes on him, and then again, that's when your mom walks in and you're like, fuck, so.
That's a good point, because I got so excited about these new Indiana Jones action figures, because you got the white jacket, you got the Cairo look, you got the jungles of South America look, and it just makes you realize, like, oh man, I would have gone Barbie nuts if they'd done an Indiana Jones where you could put him in the tie and you could change all the
yeah.
All right, so you were saying archaeology is a search for knowledge. I think everybody else is
and I'm
too,
probably
right?
going to be wrong.
Okay, here we go.
I'm sticking with it.
So, spiders are arachnida. Arachnid, specifically. Web spiders catch and wind their strands around their victims and mummify them before they have them for dinner. Some even devour their own. But spider's not a bad fellow. In fact, in many ways, he's a truly extraordinary creature. Now, and here happens to be one particular example. I got $5 for whoever will come up here and let him out of the jar. What? No takers, huh?
How drunk is he? It's like he's drunk almost. I got $5 for him to come up here and take him out of the jar. Adam, you got to unmute yourself.
Jane.
Yeah, he might have been partying with Bo Hopkins the night before.
Jane in the class. Come on up here. Be brave. Now, unlike Insecto.
All right.
Spider's not such a bad fella.
Spider's not just a bad fella. I also like the what? He has like a little what? Okay. Here is the actual answer.
Archaeology. Go ahead.
Archaeology, search for knowledge. Truck, what truck? So why don't you give her your mouth a rest? And
archaeology is the search for facts.
Oh, search for facts.
Search for facts. Not
right.
Truth. Was that it? Or was that? Oh boy, now I got to figure out that.
Hold on.
That sentence.
And X never marks a spot. It's actually a good quote here. Hold on. I found the whole thing here.
Well, I went out on top, so I'm happy about that. And so did who else went out with that one? The archaeology one, Dave McKay, continuing his bit through to the end. And me, we got it. And side note, apropos of nothing, Garth thinks you look like a Lobot. All right.
I do have a Lobot thing going on.
Sometimes
I make great headphones. Lobot headphones? Why haven't they invented that? Garth, let's make you a millionaire here, man.
Oh, my headset is shorted again. I hear nothing.
Oh, that's okay. We can eat up time.
Spiders are arachnida. Arachnid, specifically.
Okay, I'm back.
Spider's not such a bad fella.
Spider's not such a bad fella.
Oh my God! I don't think we would catch a copyright strike if we watched all 10 minutes of this clip.
I mean, does he do much beyond the lecture?
Oh, Paul.
Oh, does see this is for the Patreon.
Paul. Now these are his 10 minutes. I don't think he has anything outside this movie except for these 10 minutes.
But it's a full 10.
It's a full 10.
We got to get you guys on the Patreon so we can have extra bonus nonsense like this to play.
It's a classic network time killer. Okay, Paul. And so that is the Talking Indiana Jones game, the much hype, long talked about. I hope everybody had fun. Let's and with that we'll hit the theme song for the Talking Indiana Jones game here. Sorry, can't use any actual images because of the strike. Enjoy these images of Ford Fiesta vehicles. Spider's not such a bad guy. Bad fella.
Send me that. I got to post that, just that opening, and go, hey.
Right, I will.
Our new strike opening. Is there a way for me to get clips out of here onto my computer? I just don't think there are. You upload them to here, and then
I don't think it works
I
the other
can't
way.
do it. Yeah, I wish I could. Anyway, yes, great game. Outstanding. Fun. And weird. Rats. I hate these guys. You could combine phrases, but
I mean, it is a strange assortment of phrases. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see. Which ones are logical?
Trust me.
I mean,
Trust me.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
I don't know. Making it up as I go.
It's kind of a weird choice, though, right? Like, I mean, I know I love that line, but I'm like, you only have a couple phrases to put in a talking doll?
Fortune and glory, kid. Fortune and glory.
That one sounds like Ford. That one sounds like Ford.
That one does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it might be the technology of the time. 2008 voice chip technology, not entirely there. If you had like a digital memo thing from that time.
No ticket.
Strange inclusion.
Nah, ticket.
Yeah.
Nah, ticket. Is that Wicket saying that?
My name is Indiana Jones.
Go back, want to play No Ticket again. I'll tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like the little black droid that zips around on the floor, is trapezoid shaped.
Yeah, mouse droid.
Ticket.
Go ahead.
Ticket. No ticket.
My name is Indiana Jones. No ticket.
Ticket.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Construction going on at that guy's.
It really feels like a warehouse where he's like, hey, look what I found, and just picked it up and did these couple things. Yeah.
What are we missing? What phrase that's legendary of his have we not heard?
I wish My Name is Indiana Jones was a legendary phrase. I mean, but we had to figure out what that was from. Like Chowder Law, the introduction before they go into Punk Up Palace,
And even more wisely, Kasdan first introduced him just coming out of the darkness with a look that said everything. He didn't come, hi, I'm Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
You guys know me because we've been traveling through the jungle together, but the audience didn't know me, so I thought I should say my name. They just wisely get on with business.
Right.
But, yeah, I can't think of any.
Oh, rats.
I mean, that's danger. That sounds like, oh, no. I get that as an inclusion. And it
Shorty,
is
stop messing around with that kid and get over here.
Yeah. Stop, Shorty. Stop messing around with.
I hate these guys.
If you're going to have rats, you could have water.
Yeah, I think we need to do the fake talking indie game and do a bunch of our quotes. Water.
I think we got a big problem.
Now, I mean, again, much like My Name is Indiana Jones, you're like, well, that does work for playing with this thing. If you wanted to say something where you're playing an adventure with the other talking figures that never came out. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, because he would loom large over the German mechanic, because that guy came out as like 3 inches.
Archaeology is the search for facts.
That's a weird one. I mean,
there's a big snake in the plane, Jacques.
Didn't you? There's a big snake in the plane, Jacques. I hate snakes. I hate them. That would
throw me the whip. You had that in there, right? Throw me the
whip. Yeah, that would be a good one. Yes, I'm now pat myself on the back a little bit. That was a good.
Yeah, because it came with it. The toy comes with a damn whip, and if you bought the Solid toy, Solid could throw him the whip, and he beats up Toad or whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, what'd they call him? Let's play that trailer again. Did they call him Toad or Todd?
No, they say tote.
Because
they say tote,
supposedly the German pronunciation of that is tot.
Tot.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
like
believe
Todd.
Kenner didn't know that and have these kids say it that way.
Indy, over here. Indiana Jones, at your service, Toad. Ah!
Indiana Jones and other action figures new from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, each sold separately.
Watch him, Cairo, swordsman. Yeah, watch my swing. Yikes! Ugh. All downhill
Just
from
give
here,
him a name.
swordsman. You'll be sorry, Jones. Trick you again, Toad.
Indiana Jones, Tote, and Cairo Swordsman action
Trick
figures
you
each sold
again,
separately
Toad.
from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, new from Kenner.
Raiders of the Lost Ark collection. I want that guy's job.
Ticket. Ticket.
I love this. I'm just going to play the top of it again. I'm not going to bore you with this, but that the way the announcer comes in, this announcer is a lost art form, whatever this is.
Indy, over here. Indiana Jones, at your service, Toad. Ah!
Indiana Jones and other action figures new from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Indiana Jones and other action figures. I mean, it almost sounds like
those are the best. That's true.
Indiana Jones. Or the old trailer guys, too.
Yeah. G.I. Joe now comes separately with a G.I. Joe now sold with a plane set that allows him to sneak up on Cobra and destroy the Cobra base. It's good stuff.
Yes. Yeah, they would give you all the little details. That's sold separately.
Yeah, so tote. But I remember researching that I thought the T-O-H-T pronunciation in German was sound like Todd, like the name.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Maybe I only read that in one place and they were full of shit.
Paul, I don't think you're such a bad fellow.
But Spider's not a bad fellow.
Who gets possessed in that? The girls?
Yeah. In fact, I think it's the girl from. We'll watch the full clip. But I think it's the girl from Little
one
House
of the
on
girls.
Prairie.
It's one of the girls there in that scene.
Is she?
But Spider's not a bad fellow.
It might be the girl in the background, actually. Here, let me look up with that the possessed here.
Not the black girl if she was on Little House on the Prairie.
No. Yeah, right. No. The one of the whiter shows you could possibly watch.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was the older sister in but I also might be thinking of April Fool's Day. I think that's a girl from what she looks like.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah, hold on a second here. Let me Harrison Ford, The Possessed. That's not the first thing that comes up. Let's see here. Let's see who that actress is. Yeah, there's an actress who gets possessed. It's a TV movie. As you can see,
bad fella.
The Possessed.
Arachnids aren't so horrible.
Take a guess on the name of the character that Harrison Ford plays in The Possessed.
Well, now that you're saying that, I'm guessing it's going to connect to some other character he's played. No,
he has played a character with his first name, and let me think of
with the first name.
Well, but it just has a.
Well, let's reverse it. You say the first name. I'll say the movie.
Ann Dusenberry. I think that's the girl's Ann Dusenberry.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, hold on. She's in Caddyshack, isn't she? Isn't Dusenberry Chicago?
Oh yeah.
Or am I thinking of somebody else? No, never mind. Ann Dusenberry. She's in something. She's married to Brad Fiedel.
Oh, the composer.
Brad Fiedel's wife. Oh, I know. Ann Dusenberry is in Jaws 2. She's the girl in the boat, and the guy goes swimming, and then he doesn't go swimming. He gets knocked off the boat, and then he's trying to swim back to the boat, and then the shark fin comes at him, and then picks him up, and then slams him into the boat. That girl is Ann Dusenberry, and she was in quite a few things. But yeah, she's.
I remember
in a
that
bunch
scene.
of horror
Okay.
movies.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was
Yeah.
pretty at the time. It was like, oh, it was actually pretty
harsh.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was harsh. Ann Dusenberry, Cutter's Way. She's in Cutter's Way, Jaws 2, The Possessed. 8 is enough. Is she one of the 8? I don't know.
Or is she one of the enough?
I think everybody watching the show is one of the enough show. Jeez. Look, I'm just telling you guys, we're not such bad fellows.
But Spider's not a bad fellow.
His character's first name is Deckard.
No, it is not Deckard.
It's not.
It is
okay.
Paul Windjam.
Oh, Paul Windjam.
Windjam.
Lord.
Paul Windjam.
That's a way. See, that's why they said Cairo Swordsman.
Cairo Swordsman. That one of our favorite characters, Cairo Swordsman.
Yeah. You could find out his name was, El Abid, and people will be like, no one gives a shit. Cairo Swordsman.
Cairo Swordsman.
There's a time that you look like Lobot. Then there's a time like right now, if you look up,
Okay,
right, lean your head to your right a little bit.
My right.
And you can almost work yourself out a long mane of hair with the black there too. If you you play it just right.
I'm rocking.
Yeah.
Also, there may be a little of a Princess Leia thing going on here.
There you go. Yeah,
General Kenobi. Years ago, you served my father in the Clone Wars.
All right. So, what other nonsense do we have afoot? Anything else? You seems like you prepared even more than I did. Hey, did you know? By the way, remember when we went to WonderCon and we met the California Joneses? These are the
I
guys,
now follow them on Facebook and everything.
Yeah, the cosplay group. So you know what they do every Friday? They have Ford Finger Friday, and everybody posts themselves going like this, which I enjoy. It's a cool hashtag, Ford Finger Friday.
Wait, I was away from the screen here. What is the Ford Finger Friday?
It's just something they do on that Facebook page every Friday.
Yeah.
They all just post themselves. They're also pointing like that. Yeah, any kind of point. It'll be they're all cosplayers, so they'll be dressed like Indy going into the camera, and they do that. I like Ford Finger Friday. I like the sound of
Paul, we in terms of cosplay, I think we need to get serious about some Harrison Ford cosplay. What are you going as for Halloween? I really want to find the Mosquito Coast Hawaiian shirt. I want to go as Ali Fox.
Get the glasses and a wig.
Yeah, what obscure Harrison Ford would you go as for?
Because you could do the wig easily and do the yellow hat that he wears too. So
yeah, well, he's got the long hair. Yeah, you got to get the glasses. I think Ali Fox would be a great one. My second choice, however, would be the getup he has in Love is amazing.
Yeah,
with the vest and beret.
For anybody who doesn't know what that outfit looks like.
You know what? My parents don't. Hi.
Oh, what a tasteless thing to do.
Does his own driving?
Harry, are you all right?
Does his own driving?
Yeah, he was psyched to pull away in that car and peel out and everything.
Oh yeah,
that's
Paul.
his jam.
What is your favorite? Oh, I think he says Lobot when I do this. I think I get a little more Lobot. Look at this. There's a little more Lobot or RoboCop when they pull the back of his head off.
Yeah, I was gonna say that you're kind of looking like the kid in the Creator, which is coming out next month too. He's got a hole in the back of his head.
Yeah. Paul, what is your favorite extremely tiny detail of that clip you just played?
Is it the thigh-high boot or the knee-high boots?
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. That whole costume.
He's got like jodhpurs or whatever, and the fur vest is what makes it for me. And a beret. I mean, there's so much going on.
Okay, so much going on. But when you're really a Harrison Ford fan, the slap of the back of the car, there's a perfect anger, a perfect motion. It's a full. If you didn't see anybody, before or after that shot, that's a very Harrison Ford. I know we're down to the granular study of the greatest actor of all time, but Paul, just play that again. I just want to look at the slap of the back of the car. Is just fantastic.
You know what? My parents don't. Hi.
Oh, what a tasteless thing to do. Harry? Harry?
Is there any other adjunct to that, like a comparison to something else he slaps like that or something? I don't know why I find that also quite Harrison Ford. That
you know how he's always doing this thing. Yeah, you were talking about that. Like, the interview I'm reading. I picked up all those magazines I showed you. The Esquire, the Esquire magazine. The reporter talks about like he's always putting in parentheses more tapping out of tune, tapping, like drumming intensifies while he's telling stories and stuff. So he's like, think about aviation is, I guess he's just always doing that. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has so many great little affects. I mean, I really could do an entire montage of him with the. That's well, I thought you said Ford fingers. I didn't have the video up, but that sort of thing. Yeah.
Hello, Brennan.
Oh, hello.
For those of you who haven't seen it, we should plug our recent appearance on Brennan Mars' show, Page Turners They Were Not. The Guest Awakens. He wanted to talk about Harrison Ford's career, so he knows where to go. You come to us, and we took care of business. We talked about Ford's career, pretty much movie start to movie end.
Oh yeah, no, he did the whole thing, and it's the old line from Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. Did you want to talk about the weather, or you just make a chit chat? Because wind us up and we will go.
Yeah, probably was one of his longer shows. I'd go as Frisco Kid Ford. That'd be a good one.
Oh, that is good.
You're getting me think like what?
Yeah,
what
I mean, it's got to be an obscure Harrison Ford character. Halloween would be just too much fun.
There's a movie I saw this year of somebody I wanted to dress up as. I can't remember what it was. Let me look at the films I've seen this year. Maybe I'll remember. I'm not coming up with anything. But I've always thought that I wanted to dress up, get two other guys and dress up as the rappers from Teen Witch. I played you that nonsense from them.
Oh yes,
that
got quoted to me the other day by somebody that's worked on the show. Said top that. And I was like, I have a long story about how I yes, I know that. Top that, which on the Ford Fiesta or the movie Nonsense, the predecessor of the Ford Fiesta. Yes, that used to be one of our drops we do all the time.
Yeah, what man, there was something came out this year that I want to dress like. I can't remember what it was.
Well, it must not have been very important, or you wouldn't have forgot it. Oh, that's right. I remember. I'm radioactive.
Was it Cocaine Bear? No, I can't remember. But anyway.
Cocaine Bear. Well, you went one year as the
Yeah. Whatever the guy's name was.
It was very obscure.
Yeah. Yeah. Back then it was a little less, but still. Yeah. Was it maybe somebody from John Wick 4? Plenty of characters in there to dress like. I can't remember. Anyway.
Just some guy that is in the background.
Yeah. But all right, have we done a show? Is that it?
I think we've done a show, Paul.
I loved your game.
I had one more bit, but it won't export. I had one more funny thing that we referenced earlier, and I was like, oh, I bet I can put that together. No, I can't. What the fuck?
Oh, well, what I would love to do next week is get back on track. I think.
Well, I'll be back in town next week.
Yeah, we can watch Clear and Present Danger and then talk about it on this show next week. And I am looking forward to that one. That movie's going to kick ass. So.
Yeah, and we've had a big break, too, so we're going to be nice and hyped and excited. And who's our guest for that? We don't have a guest, do we?
We don't. We've put word out to people to pick a movie and come on our show, and they so far have not picked this one.
Yes.
So,
well,
you know, that changed? I don't think that.
Did you meet Jonathan Buchanan at the?
I did. He showed up at the Starlight Bowl. Yeah.
Did he tell you that his movie is getting a release in September, and he wanted to come on the show? And I said, absolutely, you can come on the show.
Oh yeah, no, he did
not. Well, he goes, well, warning, Harrison Ford is not my movie. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. We could pivot.
Yeah. No, I had him. I walked him out, but that was it. We talked briefly about the fact that he had just spoken to you and what the show was like. I was hosting for Queen Nation.
I was wondering what that was. He sent me a photo.
Those guys.
He's like, hey, look, it's Queen Nation.
Yeah, the Starlight Bowl's been pretty much tribute bands all summer.
Yeah.
You know, fake Springsteen, fake U2, fake Bruno Mars, fake Prince, etc. But this fake Queen band, they've been doing it for like 15 years. They were great because it's so hard to pull off Freddie, and it's so hard to pull off. It's so hard to pull off Brian May's guitar playing. But they did both. I was pretty impressed. So we talked about that briefly, and then he was out the door, but it was just good to see him. I don't think there's any quick way to get this to my computer. Let's see.
Oh, I could do it sometime.
Spiders are Iraqi.
Anyway, there's a whole bunch of stuff that they did, and it was great. I mean, they sounded fantastic, man. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, that's a great hosting gig for you, dude.
That was the summer. This was the last one this last weekend. It was fun. It was a cool hosting gig. Oh, I should point out, next hosting gig, if you're in LA, this Saturday, the 19th, at Yumi Credit Union, 3000 Magnolia in Burbank, in their parking lot. We've done this many times before. We're doing it again. We're showing Top Gun Maverick, and I am hosting that.
Yes.
And it's going to be awesome. And I have some giveaways that I've did it legitimately through Paramount Pictures. So I have like Blu-rays, I got posts, I got some like real good stuff, t-shirts and hats, all Top Gun Maverick gear from Paramount to pass out. So I'll be doing that if you can answer the correct trivia questions.
You got legit merch?
Play the right games, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, real merch. There's always stuff to give away. Local merchants love to give out free cupcakes from the place up the street and that kind of thing. But there'll be some of that, but there'll also be, if you can win like a big game, big prizes. So yeah, definitely come out to that. Probably about
I wish I could make it for that one. That would be a fun.
Oh, you're not back by Saturday?
Oh, no. Is it Saturday? I thought you said Thursday.
Saturday. No, Saturday.
What time? I might.
When it gets dark, I'm gonna get there about.
I might roll into town and head there.
Yeah, I'll get there 6:30, 7:30 is movie, and I still think it's a little early. It'll probably start later than that by the time it gets dark.
Yeah.
So,
although I gotta say, and this is my last comment here. This is the longest I've ever been separated from my cat, and his cries. I have a little security camera. I have some kids feed him every day, but he's used to constant interaction, being outside. When I first adopted him, he would sit out on the sidewalk in front of my place on 18th Street, and everybody that walked by, he would get a smooch. He would meet people. He's a very social cat. He loves being outside. He has been locked inside the house, only seeing the cat sitter for an hour a day, and his cries on the security camera, he clearly thinks I am dead. He clearly is in mourning for my passing. We've never been apart for this long.
Wow. Is the neighbor chiming in, or is it not that crazy?
And that guy's gone. He's at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Because yes, that was the solution last time, was like, please go next door, just open the door, leave it open. When he comes back in, the security camera will tell me. And so that was my solution last time. Yeah. So, it's heartbreaking. So I wouldn't surprise me if I do not make it out as I would if I don't pick up Pantera and say, hey, I'm not dead. Okay, gotta go. We'll see.
Yeah, let me know. But if nothing else, we'll get together and watch Clear and Present Danger get back on the Ford Fiesta track proper next week.
Yeah,
that's the goal.
Oh, and last thing, I hate to do this on the time of everybody watching right now, but Paul, if I get some time to edit tonight, am I doing Mosquito Coast, or did you already start that?
I have not started it.
Okay, I'm on Mosquito Coast.
But I know that I will not be able to make a couple of shows at the end of this month, so I want to make sure we had at least some finished edited shows in the mix. So whichever one you want to do, I'll do the other one.
Oh, I ain't doing shit next week. So yeah, that's it's a Ford Fiesta week for me. After this, I ain't doing nothing.
Do you want to do Mosquito Coast?
Yeah, I'm on Mosquito Coast. I might start that tonight. So yeah.
I will do Frantic. All right.
Sorry to cover some business on your time, folks.
We hold everything. Free tacos at Taco Bell for Taco Tuesday. What? Free tacos? They don't do free, do they? I don't know what that means, except maybe that's just in celebration of Adam returning. They're doing free tacos. Anyway. All right. That's it. And we'll see you next week again, hopefully getting back on track. But these strike nonsense shows. I probably shouldn't talk about Clear and Present Danger either. but I'm going.
I mean, I think the real rule is don't promote new movies, but but I thought it would be fun to edit a sequence in Raiders of the Lost Ark with neither writing nor acting.
No, that was cool. Oh, Sean, hey, how are you? No, we
Sean.
haven't mentioned Regarding Henry. We did the Regarding Henry show a little while ago. We're killing time, not talking about much because of the strike, but and we're supposed to end 8 minutes ago. So hate to welcome you and then say goodbye, but wait, this is
rewatch
important.
it. We had a fun time today. We played a game. We showed you Raiders of the Lost Ark with no Harrison Ford or Lawrence Kasdan.
What would that look like, Adam?
Wait, what did you just say?
I said, what would that look like?
Oh, what would that look like?
Now I'm finding it here. So, no, I'm not. Go ahead. Well,
This is what movies look like with no writing or acting.
and I was just reminded on the chat, it's because the Taco Tuesday trademark is returning to Taco Bell, so they're offering free tacos this Tuesday. Get in on it. We'll get the tacos, and we'll watch Clear and Present Danger, and we'll see you next week.
Indy, over here. Indiana Jones, at your service, Toad. Ah!
Indiana Jones and other action figures new from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, each sold separately.
Watch him, Cairo, swordsman. Yeah, watch my swing. Yikes! Ugh. All downhill from here, swordsman. You'll be sorry, Jones. Trick you again, Toad.
Indiana Jones, Tote, and Cairo Swordsman action figures, each sold separately from Raiders of the Lost Ark collection, new from Kenner.
But Spider's not a bad fellow.